Morning. It's the end of May 2023. Come walk with me around my edible forest garden. Well, it is such a glorious day today. I want to show you the wildflower patch. Last month I showed you some small plants that I thought might be yellow rattle. And they are. Look, there are hundreds and hundreds of yellow rattle plants. So they don't take years to establish if you collect the seeds locally. But I will have a lot of seeds this autumn. So if any of you are listening or watching this from the Jura France and you'd like some yellow rattle seeds, keep watching and I'll let you know when they're ready. This patch now, instead of being all grass, there's still grass there, now has poppies and cornflowers. There are several other plants that are coming up that I don't know the name of. There's some clover, there's vetch. It's glorious. It's how I imagined it could be. So we've also been busy planting out annual vegetables. Although the cabbages and the chard will continue over the winter. Normally, they might not here because it gets very cold here in the winter. I have tidied up patches along here and there is a mixture of edibles and flowers. And this one here, this is an edible chrysanthemum, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Yellow and white flower. We have butternut squash put in here, so we're trying to make use of the land that has no plants in it, as well as pack more and more in as we propagate or grow seeds. The mulberry bush, which didn't survive in the garden, has been put into a large pot. I've kept it in the polytunnel until a few days ago. It's now outside and it's looking very healthy. So I may be able to dance around the mulberry bush sometime this year. Potatoes coming up, lots of crops coming up this year. Lots of nice things to eat as well as a feast for the eyes with colour. This patch has just gone crazy this year. But even though they're in the shade, especially this one, down in there is a vine I've put in this year. And it has got as many leaves on it as the vines that are in the sun further along the patch. Wildflowers, so pretty. So the chard which was put in last autumn is going to seed, which is great. So we'll have some more seed to put in this autumn, as well as lots of lovely leaves to eat. I don't know whether you saw the lizard then, just disappearing up in there. Aquiledias have really established themselves in this corner. And of course you can eat these flowers as well, as them looking very, very pretty. And the bees love them. Let's take you up round here. Show you. I can't see them now. The gooseberries. There we go. No, you got my shadow. It's very awkward sometimes in the sun. There it is. There are lots of gooseberries. There are lots of red currants, fact, all the currants have done really well. There's just one gooseberry bush which isn't doing so well. It has some sort of mildew on it. This little cherry tree. There's cherries, lots of cherries. We very much doubt we'll get many to eat because the birds tend to get in there first, and that's fine. So we had so much rain, and now someone flicked a switch and we have sun and heat, and everything is just growing. The apple trees, this apple tree here, which has rarely produced anything, actually has apples on it this year. They're very, very tiny, so you'll see more of them another time. Oops, you see one there. The flowering kale has been stunning. Got some cabbage out the front of the house. It's actually been flowering for 2 months now. So even if you don't like it to eat, it's a good plant to put in the garden for the pollinating insects. A hops plant is glorious. And look at the hostas this year. Amazing. And our little oak tree, which was just a stick, actually now looks like an oak tree. It feels to me like there's so much to show you. I'm just sort of wandering. It's lovely to see that the elderflowers are just starting, and the smell is glorious. I mean, I wish you could smell a lot of the plants that we have in this garden, because their scent is wondrous. Their scent is stronger than many cultivated scented plants. Polytunnel, although it has less plants in it, still looks full as the plants that are in it are growing more and more. I have a whole row of melons at the back, just as an experiment, just as a bit of fun. This year I have planted loads of sunflowers all around here, plus other plants and flowers too. But it'd be a real little sunflower field. So peaceful. I don't know whether you can hear the bees here. They are on catmint. They adore the catmint. They also adore the comfrey. I have harvested some of the comfrey already. It is in about 5 or 6 places in the garden. This is the mother plant, if you like, very well established, and great food, not for me, but for the plants. More hostas here, looking very happy, because you can eat the hostas when they first come up in the spring. I'm waiting for the plants to be larger and more established before I start to eat them. We have mallow, coming up here. So look forward to their flowers. The walking onions are walking. They were really tasty in the spring. There were some really big onions there. But I will take some of the bulbils as well later on. Some for sharing with other people, some for making like pickled onions. My beautiful small-leafed lime tree. Something about this tree is just so special. And behind it, and actually in several places in the garden, is Dam's rocket. And I really do wish you could smell the scent from this wild flower. Not only is it tall and pretty, easy to propagate, easy to maintain, easy to pull out if it's in a place you don't want it, but the smell is divine and the bees love it. And it is edible. So come walk on one of the little miniature woodland pathways. And, there are so many smells. I have a hawthorn here, which also smells divine, and the scent from a hawthorn flower is supposed to strengthen the heart. Blackcurrants, 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 blackcurrants. Looking lovely. We absolutely love how this garden is maturing and becoming what we dreamt it could be. Thank you for watching. See you next month.